Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney alongside Lisa Mateo, and we're joined by Bloomberg's Norma Linden. Norma, what are you looking at?
Well, there's some really interesting stock reactions happening today under the hood. I'm looking at shares of Intel. That's ticker INTC. Of course, this is the news that we've been hearing throughout the morning that Trump is really putting pressure on the CEO here, Lip-Bhutan. He's saying that he should resign immediately, essentially citing that he has a conflict of interest. There hasn't really been much of an explanation as to what that may be, but this does come after the Republican Senator Tom Cotton asked Intel's board, the chairman of Intel's board this week, to answer questions about the CEO, that is, his ties to China there. And Intel is saying that it's deeply committed to national security of the United States and the integrity of the United States defense ecosystem in response to those concerns about his ties to China that have been arisen here. But we're definitely seeing shares taking a bit of a breather this morning, a bit of a hit here.
So let's move on. We'll go to Eli Lilly. Now, those shares have really been taking a hit. I mean, it's not great news about its experimental weight loss pill.
Not great news.
Yes.
Yeah, the pill that we're talking about
Yes.
here. Not great news at all. We're seeing Eli Lilly shares as the worst performing stock, or second worst performing stock, in the S&P 500 this morning. We're seeing shares tumbling as much as 15%. That's their worst intraday performance since April of last year. And this is after disappointing data on its new weight loss pill. It overshadowed strong growth from the company's current obesity medicine. And this has really helped to drive it to raise its yearly profit and sales outlook. But when we look at the obesity pill study here, I mean, of course, people are not really happy with what they're seeing here. They're saying that the new weight loss pill had lowered weight loss and higher rates of nausea and vomiting that anticipated in the study. So interesting reaction here as it's overshadowing that sales beat.
I was shocked by how much the stock is trading off. And this is a big company,
Right.
700 billion market cap. One more for us.
Yeah, let's wrap things up with DoorDash here. That's ticker DASH. Of course, you know, this is fitting considering I'm really trying to wean myself off of ordering online food.
You can't do it. You have to. You have to get off.
But then I got the Chase Sapphire card, and now I get some sort of discount with DoorDash. So I don't know. I might have to move on from Grubhub here. But we're looking at shares of DoorDash here. They're up and trading today. And this is after it gave a rosy outlook. Delivery orders hit a record here. And this is really after increased engagement. They're really seeing a growing number of active customers, apparently myself. Year to date, we're seeing shares up about 57% here.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.